volume ndio yoyote. So welcome to today's podcast. Today we are privileged to have one of the teachers. Can you briefly introduce yourself?
Thank you. I'm Raphael Chalomasia. I teach English and literature in English
Yes.
at McQueen Secondary School.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how long have you taught?
I've taught for around 28 years teaching English and literature in English. And I did start teaching at Mukameni Secondary School.
Yes. So before you even tell us where you started teaching,
Yes.
I want to know. Don't. No, it's okay.
It's okay. Yes.
It's allowed. How did you get your passion? When did you know that you like teaching, or what happens that you can become a teacher?
Well, I did get that passion of a teacher from my school primary level. There was a teacher who was my role model. During those times, bicycles were quite rare, and he was the first one to see him riding a bicycle, Kwanza phonics. So I thought it's a good profession.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was the only one who had the bicycle?
Yes, bicycle phonics.
Wow, it was called that?
Yes, phonics bicycle.
Oh, and everyone knew it is a good thing.
It is a good thing. They were the only the mode of transport around those times.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Motorbikes were not there. Vehicles were rare. You have to walk some distance before you get to one area you can get a vehicle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that is wonderful. So now from there, at that time when you saw this teacher, you were in primary or in secondary, or where were you?
I was in primary school.
In primary school.
Yes.
So now you started wanting to become a teacher.
Yes, to become a teacher.
Yes.
And if anything was teaching English.
Literature.
And then I got passion for that language.
For English literature.
Yes, English and literature.
So how did you practice English and literature in primary school?
In primary schools, we used to read so many novels. Zillas, very many novels, although they were very few.
Yes.
They were very few. I could borrow. I could get newspapers from the same teacher.
Yes.
Because he was a fan of reading.
Okay.
So I started reading. I could talk. I just imitate him the way he was talking.
Okay.
So that I can try to become like him at a higher level.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, you were really bright. That is very good.
Yeah.
So now you imitated him. Did he guide you? Did you go and ask him how he became a teacher or something like that?
Of course. He had that personal contact with me.
Okay.
He could come see me sometimes when he's free, because I was the best in English during that class of his. And I even scored an A in standard 8.
That is good.
A-. And then he would do some follow-up about me personally, because I had that passion of his subject, his teaching.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now you went to high school.
I went to high school.
And in high school he was not there. So how did you continue your passion in English?
I got another teacher, equally the same.
Equally the same?
Yes. Another teacher. We are calling him a nickname, but he was Mr. Mutuku.
Yes.
He was teaching English and literature.
Yes.
And because he was a fan of oral literature, we nicknamed him Oral Literature.
Okay.
Oral, so to speak.
Oral.
Yes, not oral literature. Oral.
Okay.
So I continued with the same up to Form 4.
Yes.
I got a name.
Yes.
Plus the other subjects. Of course, during those times, we were taking 10 subjects registered at Form 4.
For what are these subjects?
The compulsory ones, we had the English, mathematics, Kiswahili, the 3 sciences, biology, chemistry, physics, and then we had home science. We had to choose history, geography, and because in Form 1 and 2 we were taking 16 subjects.
Yes.
When you go to Form 3 and 4, register 10.
Yes.
So we are taking 10 of them.
Yes.
And then I qualified to go to the university. I got a B+. During those times, the lowest grade was a C+.
A C+.
It was a C+ for the ladies.
Yes.
But for the men, not the boys,
yes.
D+ and above.
Okay, so how did you study in high school? I also would love to know, as in you got a B+, yes? And you know some students don't even get, they are not even close to the B+, even today.
Yes.
So I want to know how you studied
in
secondary school to be able to get that B+.
Okay, we did have a group.
A group.
Yes, a group.
Yes.
We are referred as the inseparable pedagogy because we are 5.
Yes.
Then we could go gang up. This one is good in this subject. This one is good in sciences. This one is good in the humanities. Then we sit down and we discuss from every subject during our own times.
Your own times.
Yeah, I even believe there was these rules.
Yes.
After 9:30,
yes,
we were using a generator.
Yes.
The generator was put off.
Was put off.
Then at 10, we were supposed to leave for bed at 9:30.
Yes.
At 10, the generator was put off.
Okay.
And then it was mandatory we sleep. But because we wanted to go to the university,
yes,
we devised our own method of revising without being noticed by the principal.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So we did get some money.
Yes.
We bought this Hurricane lamp.
Yes.
We would go back to the class, we sneak after the others are going to sleep.
Yes.
We light it, we read.
Yes.
And I believe that 3 times
yes,
the principal came around, found us.
Yes.
The first time, he never talked to us.
Yes.
Got a stone,
yes,
broke the glass. We
yes,
had to go back to sleep.
Yes.
The second, he came again, found us in class.
Yes.
He broke that one out.
Yes.
He broke 3 of them. Yes, because he wanted us to sleep early,
Yes.
not to extend.
Yes, and the lamp was the one which was making you study.
Yes.
Yes.
So we devised another method. We could go to the dorms, we
Yes.
bought each a torch.
Yes.
Then we slept at the lower bed and put some curtains, these shukas, the bed covers. Then we carry our books. We revised from that end.
Okay.
So all that effort that's accumulated to our passing.
Yes.
Because out of 150 students, we were the first ones.
The first ones. So how did you come about with this group? Did you go and say, oh, these students look like they're brighter, let's us join hands? Or were you friends? Or how did you come up? And then you're able to have the same mind of revising on your own.
Yeah, in this case here, when you have people who are like-minded.
Yes.
And of course, if you are like-minded, you just find yourself coming together.
Yes.
Because you have almost the same ideas, the same kind of objectives.
Yes.
Then you find yourself together.
Yes.
And then from there, you come up with a plan of how you are going to achieve your objectives.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that you did good.
Yeah.
You did good because even coming up with money to go buy the lamp, that was something. That means that you wanted to pass. So when you were doing your revision now, were you doing summary or what exactly were you doing? Because now we need to get also students or to get those teachers who are listening how to get their learners so that they can get good grades as you did.
Yeah.
So what exactly did you do your revision when you were together?
No.
Or when you were alone, either of the way.
Okay, when I'm alone, there was a method I personally was using before meeting the group here. Now, after the end of the day's lessons, before I sleep, I go to the bed, try to think of, if it is English, what I was taught by the teacher.
Yes.
I try to recall.
I
go to KCSE, I recall. Mathematics, all the subjects for the day. I try to recall. If I cannot recall anything, some of the topics have been taught during that day, the following day, that will be the first thing.
Okay.
To check,
yes.
to get that point stick to my mind. Yeah.
Yes.
And then when we are in the group, we could come up with the questions.
Yes.
For example, I get a question from literature.
Yes.
I work on that question.
Yes.
And then others will get questions from different areas, either different subjects. Yes. Now, we come up with a plan. Today, we will discuss this question from literature. Yes. We sit down. They have also done their research. Yes. I have done mine. Then it's sort of a presentation. Yes. I present my points. They also try to question how I can support that argument. Yes. And then it's kind of a discussion now. Yes. So if it is a question from a certain topic or certain area, it is completely exhausted. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Hey, that was wonderful. You that was a good method. So you started recalling your lessons when you in Form 1 or Form 2, or when did you come about it? Form 2, Form 3. Form 3. Yeah, and Form 4. And that is the final exam. The final exam. Yeah. Were there
other methods that were put by the school, were put in place by the school when you in Form 4 in order to be thorough in your revision and pass?
Yeah, there were some methods put up by the school. That is when we are in Form 4.
Yes.
Especially during that is the second term, third term, there was these group works which were supervised by the teachers.
Yes.
We had groups, several groups for each subject.
Yes.
Then, just like we were doing in our own group, they give individual students questions from different subjects.
Yes.
The students go research, and the presenter is also going to research.
Yes.
So when we are in class, they're all class now.
Yes.
The group leader will present, will give answers to that question, that particular question, or that particular topic. Then the other students will question.
Yes.
They ask questions from the presenter here.
Yes.
And then the presenter will give feedback.
Yes.
If he has made a mistake, then corrections are made.
Yes.
And together with the teacher, if there are any additions,
Yes.
the teacher will also give additional information.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this you are doing every lesson.
Yeah, every lesson.
Every lesson a different topic.
Yeah, different topic,
Yes.
different subjects, and
Yes.
like, so that everything is balanced.
Oh.
Not to excel in one subject,
Yes.
then you fail in the others.
Yes.
Yeah.
What other method did you use?
The other method was the summarizing of notes.
Summarizing
and that
of
would,
notes.
of course, the teachers of individual subjects
Yes.
could want the margin of the book here.
Yes.
It is not meant for writing the numbers of the points of return.
Yes.
The basic function overall of that margin
Yes.
is to summarize. Whatever is written here,
Yes.
you put it in short form alongside this margin.
Okay.
Yes. And the individual teachers will come look at the notes, see whether you have summarized that alongside the margin.
Yes.
That's the essence of the margin, not just try to make your analysis straighter money.
Yes.
The real function of the margin is to write the summary here.
Yes.
Because in a nutshell,
Yes.
you can write very in short what you have written in this page.
Yes.
So during examination time, you just go through this, not go through the details here.
Yes.
Go through this, go to the next page. Within a very short time, you'll have gone through the notes here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a good method.
Yeah.
That was good, and you're able now to pass your exams.
We passed the
And in did you used to write composition during that time?
yeah.
And issues. How often did you write yours?
The compositions, we are writing them twice per week.
Yes.
And the best thing about it was that the teachers were adequate. They were many. Because we were 3 streams, and the teachers were teaching English and literature. They were 4.
Oh, yes.
So these teachers for English, they could came up with a method of teaching.
Yes.
These 2, the 3 now,
Yes.
they'll be teaching the content in class.
Yes.
The 4th one will do the marking, particularly marking only.
Just marking.
Yeah, the compositions and other assignments.
Yes.
Then the 3 they concentrate in class, teaching the content.
Yes.
Yeah, and then trying to guide the students on the understanding of that content.
Yes.
And then when we give them the exams, it is marked by that individual teacher. He wasn't going to class, his work was to
just mark. Oh, that was also good. And in the literature books, how did you used to read them? You personally, and also we start with you personally, how you used to go through the literature books, and also you also tell us how the teachers used to handle it in school, both of them. So
yeah, the safety books we were reading. I read them for it is for maybe to understand the content.
Yes.
And I also made it fun.
Yes.
To read it. Because as we are reading, I could personally when I'm reading, for example, we are doing Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe.
Yes.
Then I could read that book and nickname a student Unoka.
Yes.
A character in that book.
Yes.
No, I will not forget. Because when I see this boy I've nicknamed Unoka, I see the characteristics of Unoka.
Oh.
If it is a Congo, another character in the novel, and I've nicknamed another one, And of course, as I nickname the person,
Yes.
I know the characteristics
Of
the,
yes.
yes, of both the person
Yeah.
and the character in
The book.
You know.
Yes.
So in this case, in the process of doing that, reading, nicknaming students here, every now and then, I get the content.
Yes.
And when you get the content, you'll have nothing hard to answer any question from that set book.
Yes.
Because you are reading for fun, you enjoy the reading. You have to have that appetite for reading, so to speak.
Yes.
You have that. Because we are reading, and even we did another book, Romeo and Juliet.
Yes.
Shakespearean English, Elizabeth, and so to speak. And it was archaic language. It was not normal English.
Yes.
It wasn't standard.
Okay.
But we did understand that plot from the beginning to the end.
Yes.
Because we could see a Romeo, could see a Portia, could see a Nerissa. You know, even we did that book long time ago, and I can remember those characters now.
Yes.
But nowadays we have that problem. But that's one way in which I was reading the set books.
Yes.
So in class, the teacher will tell us, we read together with him.
Yes.
Page after, you can get a student to read 2 pages.
Yes.
Then the teacher will elaborate on the areas. You get character traits of a certain character.
Yes.
A theme developed at a certain point.
Yes.
And all that may be language and style at those points. Then after we complete reading the novel together with the teacher, then we are told to summarize personally ourselves, not him giving us notes.
Yes.
We summarize the plot of the set book, but sometimes you could give us the analysis now, the notes for the analysis. That is the thematic concerns, talk of characterization.
Yes.
Then there is aspects of style and like all that. You would now put them in a nutshell now. Yes, that's how we are operating the set books.
Yes. Thank you. And how often did you go, or how many times did you go through the set books?
The number of times. I could read it even more than 4 times.
4 times.
5, 6 times.
Okay.
Because I really liked reading.
Oh.
And even that's why sometimes you find me reading novels, even some for Kiswahili.
Yes.
I have that passion for reading. So one thing is the students should have that passion of reading.
And how can you develop to a student who, this is Generation Z?
Yeah.
They want you to read for them. Yeah. Even you find it in class. They want you to read for them. They want for you to digest it.
Yeah.
They also want you to give the synopsis, a summary, like a summary for them not to do everything.
And you just write for them.
How can you? Yes, and you also write for them. So what do you think we should do so that we can be able to develop that passion for reading? Yes.
Well, it is somewhat hard for this current generation.
Yes.
Because of the media.
Oh.
Because of the media, they want things to take their course.
Yes.
That they don't want to stream. You see now. So I believe one way of trying to make them have that passion of reading is as teachers, as we just said the other day here, we have to show them that speaking in the language is very happy. You stand out of the crowd when you speak in that language, in English.
Yes.
Because even those people who do not know English and they want to show that they've gone to school, they speak in something equivalent to
True. True, yes.
So that at least they can be seen as people who are learned. They have gone through the school system. So you have to show them that this is a great language. It is not language for the illiterates. It is a language for elites.
Yes.
And it is spoken in offices, not anywhere else. You go to an office, you cannot speak in your first language.
Yes.
You see now. You cannot go to the office, not unless it was just a local office, you speak in Kiswahili and Sheng. So it's to be a professional, or we have to show that if you, for example, you have gone for an interview, we should show that you are competent by speaking the Queen's language.
Yes.
If you don't speak in it, then how would you try to communicate to different people from different races?
Yes.
You see now, we have to now try to show them that way
Yes.
the importance of that language.
The language.
Yeah.
And what about now, also in all subjects in general, some of them are very lazy. They don't want to do the revision before the exam, prior to the exam. They do it prior to the exam, or they don't even when they go home, like they are breaking off for midterm. They don't want to go and study at home. They just want to be in their phones. They want to be there. Yes, the TV.
Yeah.
What do you think we should do so that motivate them to see the essence, or for them to see the importance of them reading books back at home, doing their revision when they're there, or they look, if it's in their phone, they cannot even look at something concerning education.
They look at something else.
For entertainment.
The entertainment.
Yes.
So this one has to be a combined effort.
Yes.
From the teacher and the parent.
Yes.
Because the teachers, we do our work.
Yes.
Especially when we have them in school.
Yes.
We try to contain them. Those who are lazy, we try to push them.
Yes.
So on the other side, the parent should also play his or her role. Should make sure that this student has some time to read.
Yes.
Read the books, not to be on the screen or the phone. And some of the parents, they leave their kids to go to their own rooms.
Yes.
And they say they are revising, but in the real sense, they are sleeping or they are hiding their phone.
Yes.
So we should have that monitoring by the parent to make sure that that student or that son or daughter is reading the book.
Yes.
Not on phone, not on the screen.
Yes.
Yes. So as now to mold these people. Because if we don't do that, if you do it alone, we will not make it.
Yes. True.
Yeah.
So today we're going to end there. We'll continue tomorrow. We continue with how your life went. We know also about your teaching career. What is good about teaching. You tell also another teacher.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.